What's up, everybody? Super happy to have you here in this episode. Today we share a story. We are going to share a story about a young couple just barely getting started, but they've got love, right? They got each other, but they live in a studio apartment and they eat ramen and I think it was mac and cheese. Yeah, mac and cheese. Not the good mac and cheese, but the store brand kind. Like the powder you shake in there. You all know what I'm talking about. It's the orange powder. I think it's cheese. But today, we're going to share a story about their love and their tenacity and them learning about compounding habits and compounding savings. You're going to find out about it in just a second. Cue the intro. All right, guys, so this story of this young couple, if you haven't guessed it already, is my wife Lori and I. I thought I'd come up with some fictitious names, like Harry and Sally or something, but it doesn't matter. It's me and Lori. And I wanted to share a little bit of our journey in hopes that maybe it'll help you in your planning and your future. We bought our first house in 1997. It was a little house, I think 1,100 square feet, and it was 2 bedrooms and a big open living room and an office. We ended up, doing your typical newlywed things. You put in your backyard, you do all your sprinklers, you have a baby, and everything's cool. Then you're like, we should probably, get a bigger house when we have a second baby, So then, fast forward, that's like 4 years, right? It goes by. In 2001, we bought that second house. The great part about it was you take a little bit of equity out of the first house because you were there for 4 years and you plunk it into the second house. That makes your payment pretty close to the same as the first house. But now you got a bigger house. You got more space, right? Kid number 3 is a boy this time. There's 2 girls and then now there's the boy, right? That house we stay in for 11 years. 2012, we move into this house. And again, from the last house, you end up paying down that mortgage. So now you have equity. And then the other thing that's happening at the same time is the value of your house is going up. It is not about finding your dream home first and trying to cram that into what you can typically afford. You want to find the first step, go get it, and then let time tick by. Here is the facts and figures from my life. These are real. I'm not making this up. I wanted to give you a real example of what you can do with real estate. In 1997, we moved into that little 1,000 square foot house. Started out, cost us $91,411. 4 years later, it went up to $117,000. So if you're doing the math, we were able to have $25,000 in growth from that property in 4 years. When you do the math on that, that winds up being a 9% increase. And if you do any type of investing, any type of studying on this stuff, you would know that 9% is like the primo investment rates that people want from like apartment complexes and things. Like they would dream for 9%, okay? We got that on our first house. We were able to take that $25,000, we were able to plunk it into the next house. So the next house we then bought for $170,000. That was in 2001. So 11 years ticks by. It goes really fast. It happens fast. We end up paying that mortgage from $150,000 down to $120,000. And we now have a value of $200,000. So we are able to then take that $50,000 in equity, and then we're able to plunk that into house number 3. House number 3 is really like where we wanted to be, right? That was our dream home. And so what you end up doing is you're just compounding that. You're moving that equity into the next thing. I have a house that's over 3,000 square feet, and I pay $1,600 a month on a 15-year mortgage because I was able to take that equity and move it to the next, take that equity, move it to the next. And I don't say that to brag, I say that to say, like, it takes time, guys. So I just wanted you to see the real math and the real numbers. Here's the thing, guys, don't get stressed out about houses are not $91,000 anymore, like where I started out. I get that. You're gonna have to spend a little bit more, but everybody's making a little bit more, okay, than you were in 1997. Don't get me started on minimum wage, because I think we were making like $5 an hour, guys. So yeah, I'm that old, but whatever. I want to encourage you, because guess what? Values are going to keep increasing. Take action, even if it's on something that's not your dream home right now, because it will set you up so that 15 years from now, you will be sitting pretty. If there's any way that I can help you, please leave a comment. Please leave me a message. I'm here for you. Hope you have a great day.